So let's go ahead and get started. The topic of today's masterclass is how to run a profitable cake business from the comfort of your home. So I'm going to be showing you how you can make the ultimate shift from struggling to turn your passion into profit, feeling undervalued and exhausted by difficult clients, decorating long into the night to creating a successful and profitable home-based cake business, and expanding your clientele by following the specific strategies that you'll be able to implement right away. So remember, if you stay with me until the end and you decide to join me inside of my course, Smooth and Sharp, I'll give you the opportunity to get your hands on an extra special bonus that I just added to the course. I'm going to give you all the details at the end. There is also going to be a special discount at the end, so stay tuned until the end to find out those details. So I want you to get the most out of this masterclass. So turn off your phone, close any tabs that you have, get your workbook out to get ready to take notes. And I promise this next hour will be extremely valuable. It's going to be filled with a ton of strategies that I've personally used over the years. We're actually going to get started with a quick, fun activity on how to name your business. So this is a really quick exercise that can kickstart your business. When it comes to naming your business, you want to start with doing research on what names are already out there, especially in your local community. Set a timer for about 10 minutes and do a brain dump. So write down every single word that comes to mind that's related to the products you're selling. So in this case, it would be like cakes or desserts. And you want to think about adjectives, verbs, adverbs, and synonyms. Then you're going to create a second list. And here you're drawing inspiration from things like your name, your nickname, or other things that you like, such as colors, objects, flowers, hobbies, or even cities that you've lived in. Be sure to be very specific here so that it's clear what your business is, and yet it's not so restrictive that it makes it difficult to expand in the future. So again, you're setting a timer for 10 minutes and you're just kind of doing a brain dump of like all the words that come to mind that are inspired by the things that you like and your personality. So at this point, you have these two lists and you want to try out different combinations. So you're basically choosing a word from each list and you're trying out these different combinations to see which one you love the most. And you can always come up with like your top 3 choices, and then it makes it a lot easier to narrow it down to the business name that you want. Keep in mind that you want to choose a username for your social media that's going to be the same for every single platform. That makes it a lot easier for clients to be able to find you. And also you want to register your domain name, even if you don't plan on creating a website just yet. It's definitely going to help you out in the future. And lastly, you want to create a logo for your business. So this is something that you can either easily design using a free tool like Canva, or you can look online. There's a website called Fiverr, which tends to have a lot of low cost options with a lot of great customizations available. And that's a great place to get started. So you might be wondering, how did the name SK Confectionery come to be? So long story short, about 6 years ago, when I was trying to figure out what I wanted to name my business, I knew I didn't want like any crazy names. And I definitely didn't want the word cake or bakery in there. It was already being used by essentially everybody. So I wanted to be something a little bit more unique. And I started off with a list of synonyms for the word cake and sweets, and I came across this word confectionery. This wasn't really a word that I had seen used too often, so I decided to use this word, and to make it more personalized, I just added my initials to the front. So this name is very specific in terms of the products that I offer, but it doesn't restrict me either. So I've been able to expand my product line over the years without worrying about the name. So it's your turn. Jump into the comments and tell me one idea that you have for a business, or if you already have a business, let me know what your business name is. So jump into the chat and let me know. I'm going to pull up the chat here and let's see what you guys come up with. We have Shelly's Cake Fantasies, Creative Creations. I named my business after my daughter, Zara's Cakes. I love that so much. Amor, I love that, Deepati. Ariba says H and Y Bakers, love it. Baketown, I like that. I don't think I've ever heard anybody use Baketown, so that's definitely unique. Bakers by Simmer, Sweet Tooth Bakes, Infinity Cakes. We have Ducks, Sweet Treats, RS Bakehouse, C4 Cake, Bon Appetit. I love that. The Cupcake Lane. I like it. I like it. No, okay. So when I mean restrictive, I mean if it's like a very specific product, and you put that in your name, it's going to be a lot. It makes it a little bit tricky to add on different products down the line. So that's the only thing that you want to be a little careful about. Navi's Cake Company, Exotic Cakeries. I love it. These are all great ideas. And you can see that inspiration can truly be found anywhere. And sometimes it's like in the most random time or places. So be sure to be, just let your mind flow and be open to receiving inspiration. So to help you get started on finding the perfect business name, or if you're looking to rebrand, I've created this special bonus just for you. It's 100 cake business name ideas. And if you want to go grab this freebie, Carrie's going to put the link to this in the chat. So click on that link to grab this special freebie. And this is a special freebie that is a special bonus for anybody that's showing up live here. So go ahead, head to the chat and grab that. So you might be wondering if you are in the right place here today. You are definitely in the right place if you've discovered a passion for cake decorating, but have no idea where to start, what tools and equipment you'll need, or how to start selling the cakes. You are in the perfect place here. Maybe you've dabbled into the world of cake decorating and you want to take your hobby to the next level and start selling your cakes. You're definitely in the right place. Or maybe you're a novice baker and you have a good idea of the basics, but you want to refine your skills and learn new techniques and attract more clients. So hop into the comments and tell me which one are you? Did you discover a new passion, or did you start a cake decorating hobby, or are you looking to refine your skills and attract new clients? Which one are you? Number 1, 2, or 3? I'm going to check the chat here. So let me know, are you a number 1, 2, or 3? And sometimes people even let me know that, they're 2 different things, and that's perfectly fine as well. That definitely works. We have a lot of number 1s, 3s, a couple of 2s getting in there. Perfect. A lot of you are looking to refine your skills. That's awesome. Lindsay says, set up a business in a new place. Yeah, so I would probably say that you're a number 3. Yep, a couple of people saying 2 and 3. That's great. That's great. Yeah, whatever your motivation is, I fully support you and I'm here to serve you. I just want to take a few minutes just to introduce myself. My name is Sahaj Spirit, and I started making cakes when I was just 14 years old. On the left is actually one of the first few cakes that I made. This was for a family friend. On the right is a 3-tier cake that I made for my brother's birthday. And in the center is the first cake I ever sold to a customer. I do mainly specialize in luxurious wedding cakes, and my work has been featured at various wedding shows, magazines, and even in some competitions. And these are just a few pictures from wedding shows that I've done. My husband is there on the left, who loves to help me with doing these shows and especially deliveries. I do believe in being a student for life. So I'm always constantly trying to learn new skills that continue to challenge myself, to step outside of my comfort zone and try new techniques. And I also love teaching other bakers and helping them in their journey. Teaching is truly my passion. I have over 15 years of caking experience, out of which I've spent the last 7 years running my own cake business. I've taught over 3,000 students through my online and in-person courses, workshops, and master classes. And I've been able to turn my initial investment of $1,000 into this business into a 6-figure business today. Making custom cakes has actually been my job longer than any other job I've ever had. And I'm at the point where I'm able to say no to the cakes that aren't my style and don't inspire me. And I only say yes to cakes that truly excite me and challenge me to explore my creativity. Can you imagine what life would be like if you could choose which orders to take, which clients to work with, and only create cakes that inspire you? Starting a cake business from home is a great way to explore your passion and creativity while being able to generate extra income to make your dreams come true. So if you could make extra income from cakes each month, what would you be spending that on? Let me know in the chat. What would you be spending this extra income that you're making from cakes? How would you be spending it? So here's a couple of examples that I've had past students tell me. So paying for like swimming classes, a college fund, house upgrades, getting new tools or equipment for your business, paying off student debts, a family vacation. Sometimes it just serves as like a stress reliever, like when you need to build up like an emergency fund. This is a great way to do that. Or just having extra money to splurge is always great. So Indy says buying new tools and equipment. I love it. Olga says expanding my business. I like it. Shauna investing on new learning. I love that. Enrolling my daughter in classes, son's tuition and new equipment. I love these answers. I love that your family is a part of this. Saving, new skills, savings, travel, house upgrades. These are all great answers. I'll save for a down payment of my first home in Canada. I love that. I love that it's very specific. I really, really like that. So I want to give you a quick overview of what we're going to be going through inside this masterclass so you know exactly what to expect. We're going to start off with learning about what you need to know and take action on before starting your cake business. So this is going to include things like major mindset shifts that you need to undergo before starting your business. I'm then going to show you how to create a business plan that'll set you up for success. This is going to be broken down into 5 key steps. Next, I'll share why it's very important to also build a memorable brand and not just a business. You'll also learn about the top 3 mistakes bakers are making in their cake business and what you can do instead to avoid this. I'll then show you the benefits of investing in your passion and introduce you to my super popular course, Smooth and Sharp Cake Design. I know a lot of you guys have already heard about it and you're super excited to join and hear more details. Stick with me until the end and we're going to go over that. And there will also be a live Q&A session at the very end where you can ask me any questions about this training or the course or pretty much anything related to baking. So save your questions until the end. I'm going to get through all of them. So are you ready to get started? Get your notes out and let's get the training started. So before even thinking about starting a cake business, you'll want to get into the right mindset. And there's a few mindset shifts that you need to undergo. These few mindset shifts are going to make it easier for you to start this cake business from home. So the first is the mindset to live with intention. If you want to live your best life, you need to act with intention and be willing to sustain your effort and motivation over the long haul. You're playing the long game here and you don't want to think about just the short near future. You have to believe me that you have it in you to create your best life and to make the best business decisions. With every business decision, ask yourself, does this help me build the kind of life I want? Or give an example of this Giving an example of this could be how many orders you plan on taking a week or which day will be your off day. So these are all things that you want to kind of think about in advance. This will also empower you to pull away from things that don't serve you and won't contribute to living your best life. It'll enable you to make thoughtful business decisions with a long-term impact. So I really love this quote from Oprah that captures this mindset shift. So passion is energy. Feel the power that comes from focusing on what excites you. Before we continue to the next mindset shift, I want to let you in on a little secret. Everything that I'm talking about here, this is not going to happen overnight. So don't create unrealistic expectations for yourself. Give yourself the time to embrace the changes and create these mindset shifts through continuous work. Next up, I want to stress the importance of focusing on quality over quantity. Keep things simple by focusing on the quality of your work and product rather than trying to produce a higher quantity. This will ultimately get you more bang for your buck. Quality has more to do with depth, such as ensuring a product is completed to the absolute best of your ability, which will lead to having better results in terms of your skill development and happier clients as well. This also means being thoughtful of which orders you take and which clients you choose to work with. And by being selective on which orders that you take, you'll focus on orders that excite you and are within your area of expertise. And again, leading to a better experience for you and your clients. So let's talk about understanding your worth. Your clients and audience will see you through the lens of how you project yourself. The energy, the confidence, and the attitude you bring with you wherever you show up are super important for your business and brand. So this includes your emails, your DMs, your Instagram stories, even your Instagram posts, Facebook posts, wherever you are showing up for your clients, you want to make sure you're bringing that energy, confidence, and a positive attitude. This is exactly why you should never underestimate your value and your worth. It's not just about your credentials, education, and experience, and all those things are important, but rather your ability to show up authentically and show your audience and clients how awesome you are and how amazing it would be to work with you. So I want you to hop into the chat and give me a yes if you understand the importance of having these crucial mindset shifts before starting your business. And if you've already started, not to worry, this is something that is continuous work. So even if you get started today and you are continually working on that, that is also amazing. Yes, so I'm seeing a lot of yeses in the chat. I love it. And one of my recent students was saying how understanding the mindset shifts she needed to made the process of pricing so much easier. It allowed her to be a lot more confident in her pricing, which showed her clients that she was very confident as well. So the second strategy is how to on creating a successful business is to make sure that you have a solid business plan. And there's 5 key elements that are part of the business plan. So step 1 is your style or niche. Step 2 is market research. Step 3, your products and services. Step 4, finances. And step 5 is marketing. So for Fazia, having a business plan has been the most important asset in her business. It gave her clarity about her clientele, about her products and style, and it's helped her build her confidence and ultimately get more clients and orders over the years. So you're going to start off with figuring out your style or niche. You want to think about what style of cakes do you gravitate towards. This can be anything like wedding cakes, novelty cakes, sculpted cakes, desserts, or any other style of cake. Then you want to think about what are you naturally good at. Sometimes we're better at making certain styles of cakes rather than others. So you want to use that to your advantage. And lastly, you want to think about what style of cakes are you not really fond of. This is just as important as having styles that you don't so this is just as important as styles that you do want to make. You don't want to be taking on a lot of orders that you don't really enjoy, as this is one sure way of losing your passion. So I'd love to know, which style of cakes do you love to make? Is it buttercream cakes, fondant cakes, wedding cakes, novelty cakes? Maybe you love to make desserts like cupcakes or pastries. Jump into the chat. Let me know what type of cakes or desserts you love to make. And if you haven't started making them, what types would you start off with first? Shelly says buttercream cakes. Gaby says cupcakes and fondant cakes. Indy says desserts and novelty. Senna says buttercream and cupcakes. I love it. Ashna says ganache cakes. I love that. Buttercream cakes along with cupcakes, pastries, rum cakes, whipping cream cake, cream cake so far. Yep, that's great. Swiss meringue buttercream, tall cakes. I like that. A lot of you are doing buttercream cakes, and that's great because I think buttercream cakes are trending right now. And that's great. This is wonderful. So one of the most important parts of having a business plan is doing market research. You want to research the competition in your area, see what's popular, and see if there's any gaps in the market that you can use to your advantage. You also need to identify your target market. What kind of clientele do you want to attract? Is it parents, couples, teens, or young adults? You want to be very clear on who your ideal client is and get specific with the details. It can even help to visualize a specific person that is your ideal client. From there, you can start to think about the products and services you want to offer this ideal client. So is it going to be just cakes or cupcakes, pastries, or other desserts? Or maybe you want to offer a combination of these items. Then you want to think about what will make your product unique and make it stand out in the market. Ask yourself, why would a client want to purchase my product instead of someone else's? What can I offer them that others may not be? And lastly, you want to think about if you will be offering any additional services. So this can include things like table decor or setup, delivery, gift packaging, or any other services that can accompany your products. So share one product that you want to sell or you are currently selling. So jump into the chat and let me know what products you're already selling, or maybe if you're already selling, for example, cupcakes and you want to start selling cakes next, that's a great idea as well. Cheesecake, cookies, cupcakes, cakes. That's great. I'm selling cakes and planning to incorporate table and back decor. I love that. And that's really great because you're able to offer that complete experience to your clients, and they can just go to one vendor and get all of the things that they need. A lot of you are offering different products. This is awesome. Cake jars, cake skulls, cheesecake. That is great. I want to start selling fondant cakes and cake pops. I love it. These are all really great ideas. So the fourth step in having a business plan is finances. And this is actually where a lot of us tend to get stuck. So when it comes to your finances, think about what your startup costs will be and create a very realistic budget. You do need to consider your tools, your equipment, your marketing, your branding, your ingredients, your space that you're going to be working in, your bills. All of these will need to be factored into your startup costs. You also want to consider what your products and services will cost. And this is where you figure out how much you need to charge for your products to make it profitable. It is a good idea to have a base price for everything and build upon that so you can easily add extras or upsells. And this is how you can easily increase the average customer value by increasing the order amount. So for example, If a customer is ordering a unicorn themed cake from you, but you also offer cake pops and cupcakes, then you can offer those products to them as well. And that increases the order value by a certain amount. So it's more money in your pockets, and it also makes it easier for the client just to get all the items that they need from one person rather than going to like 3 different people to get each item. And lastly, you want to plan your monthly and yearly revenue goals. Again, be very realistic here and base this on where your business, where you are in business right now. So how many orders are you getting and what are you willing to spend on marketing to reach new clients? And that takes me to the last step. Step number 5 is marketing. You need to know how your customers will find out about your business. Decide if it'll be through word of mouth, advertising, flyers, social media marketing platforms, or a different marketing strategy. You really want to focus on 1 to 2 strategies and decide how you will sell your products. You want to think about what makes your product unique. And this ties back in with what we discussed in step number 3, where we talked about your products and your services and what makes them unique. You can use that and you need to leverage that. You need to leverage your product's uniqueness to be able to really market it well. This is a great quote to put things into perspective. It's not what you sell that matters as much as how you sell it. So you can have this amazing product, but if you're not able to sell it, then it won't really matter how great your product is. You do need to be able to tell people how great your product is, and that is done through great marketing. So I'm really curious to know what type of marketing strategy have you tried out that's worked very well for you? And this is actually a great opportunity for anybody that's just starting out in their business or hasn't started a business yet. Look in the chat and see what the other bakers are sharing. I'm sure you're going to find a lot of different ideas here on how you can market your business when you start, or if you've started, how you can get more clients in the door. Okay, we have Facebook and online advertising, references work. Yes, that's great. Instagram, word of mouth, or customer recommendations or reviews. Yes, these are all great. And it's really helpful every time that a cake goes out the door or a product goes out the door, follow up with your client. If you have like a Google page or someplace where you collect reviews, get them to post a review there so you're able to share that link publicly and others can view that as well. Social media, word of mouth. Word of mouth is actually a really great strategy, regardless of where you are in business. I feel like word of mouth is something that will always be a really concrete strategy that you can always come back to. WhatsApp groups, Instagram, social media. Another great one is Facebook groups, specifically like mom groups. So there's a lot of mom groups like that are very specific to a certain area. And if you jump into those, it's a great way to connect with moms in that area, especially if you're doing a lot of kids' cakes. You can really connect with them there and do some promoting and get some orders through that. So for me personally, I have done things like distributing flyers in my neighborhood. I've had a social media platform for probably 7 years now as well that I've been posting to constantly and consistently to make sure that I'm able to reach new clients. So before we continue, let me take a minute to be very honest with you here. Nothing comes easy, but you already knew that. No one's born with perfect cake decorating skills or business strategies that'll make you successful. It comes from hours of practice, and you have to be open to constantly learning and challenging yourself. So take me, for example. I've been making cakes since I was 14, but I didn't sell my first cake until I was 20. Why? Because I wanted to make sure that my cakes looked good and I had a business plan in place and my branding started before I was selling to clients. So it took me 6 years of practicing, learning, and refining my skills before I even thought about selling. I promise you, it's not going to take you that long because the strategies I'm sharing with you today will fast track your success if you choose to implement them. But you do need to surrender to the process and trust that things will happen. So whether you're looking for smooth sides and sharp edges or perfecting the chocolate on your cake pop, all of these things will come in due time, and these things will happen. You just need to be a little patient. So this leads me into the next strategy I want to share with you about building a memorable brand. So when it comes to your business, discovering your why can be a very difficult task for most. Understanding your why will inform your purpose and help you tap into your deeper motivations. There's a few questions you can ask yourself to get a deeper understanding about your why, such as what makes you feel alive? What are you passionate about? What are your innate strengths? And where do you add the greatest value? In the words of Simon, people don't buy what you do or how you do it. They buy why you do it. So whenever you're feeling lost or uncertain about the next steps to take in business or in life, you can always come back to the why. I want you to take a second to think about this and then jump into the chat and tell me, what's your why? Why do you want to start a cake business? Why, or if you've already started one, then why did you start a cake business? So here's a few examples just to get the wheels turning. It could be that everyone keeps telling you that you're so talented, or you should go into business for yourself, or that you really hate your day job, so you should just quit that. Maybe you just love baking and you're already doing it anyway, so why not? Maybe you want to work from home so you can stay home with the kiddos, or just be more comfortable and not have to travel back and forth to work. Maybe you just want to be your own boss. You want to set your own schedule. And that's exactly what it was for me. For me, it was about being my own boss, making my own schedule. And while that's had its ups and downs over the years, like I can't ever just call in sick, it has also been a massive blessing over the years. I can spontaneously take vacations during a less busy week, or choose when I work, what times and what days. And also for me personally, it's allowed me to combine my multiple different passions like cake decorating, teaching, and even graphic design. So jump into the chat. Let me know what your why is. So Shauna says, baking makes me happy, and learning new skills on cake decoration is so soothing. That's great. Ashna, I love seeing the joy on people's faces when they see the desserts. I love that. Like, that's very specific. If you can envision that specific feeling, you'll be able to manifest that as well inside your business. Passion and hobby. I want to work from the comfort of my own home, and I love to bake. I love that. To be independent. I want to start a business because I want to be my own boss and enjoy baking, but it also allows me to still be a mom. I love that. And that's actually very relatable as well. I see a lot of moms that are, while they're either pregnant or usually on their maternity leave, they're home with the baby and they want to do something. And a lot of them will start just, making cakes for their kids, baking cakes for friends and family. And it just kind of snowballs from there and turns into a cake business. My dream is to be an owner of a small, cute small bakery and bring my mom and dad to cut the ribbon. I love that. That is so sweet. Cake decorating is my healing therapy. These are such great answers. Baking is therapy. That's definitely true. Baking and decorating is very therapeutic. When I initially started, it was more so like a stress reliever for me as well. So it's a great way for me to just tune out the world and just kind of, get into my zone and do my thing. So once you've established your why, you're ready to define your brand. This sets the tone for your brand. What words come to mind when you think about your brand, or what words do you want others to think when they see your brand? And here's a few examples of different words that can define your brand. Do you want to be known as artistic, bold, charming, classy, dramatic, elegant, feminine, high-end, innovative, luxurious, modern, playful, quirky, unique, or whimsical? These are a lot of different ideas to get started with defining your brand. Doreen was one of my first few students almost 3 years ago, and branding has really helped her elevate her business and stand out in a crowd. Now that you've defined your brand, you'll want to start creating a branding board. Pinterest is a great tool to figure out your visual brand, and you'll want to focus on these 8 specific categories. This includes trigger words, audience, theme, story, messages, fonts, colors, and texture. So here's an example of a mood board that I had put together for, for the purpose of this training. So I went ahead and put these various words that you see over on the left side into Pinterest and pinned anything that really appealed to me. And it helped me visualize how I wanted my brand to look. And this is a great activity that you can do right after this masterclass. Shouldn't take you more than a half hour, but it'll help you tremendously in figuring out how you want to brand and look like, and make any tweaks if necessary. So based off of these words, you can already kind of see, even if you don't see the words on the left side and we're just looking at the image on the right side here, this already gives you kind of an idea. Like, it looks very fun, it looks very playful, it looks very bold and artistic. We're already getting these vibes just from the colors and the textures that we see inside this branding board. And then of course, your the words that you choose on the left side are just going to make it a lot more specific as to what your branding is. So remember to keep in mind, you want to build a brand and not just a business. Your brand is what will drive your business. So be sure it aligns with who you are, what your values are, and what you want to put out into the world. So the last strategy that I want to share with you is the top 3 mistakes that I've noticed bakers tend to make when they're starting and growing their business. And these are all things that I have done myself. So the first one being not taking the time to focus on the fundamentals. So this includes experimenting with recipes for cakes, for buttercream, for fillings, and coming up with a near perfect recipe that you can use for your business. This is absolutely crucial for a baking business, since your clients are buying exactly what you're baking. And if your baking isn't great, it won't really matter how beautifully you decorate the cake, because the taste is what is really going to matter and what's going to bring your clients back to you the next time they want to order. Which leads me to my next point of not practicing your skills enough. You do need to continually practice and refine your skills so you can grow and challenge yourself. This can be extremely beneficial when you start to get unique and custom orders. So if you've already practiced various techniques and skills beforehand, you'll be a lot more confident in taking on these orders, even if it's a design that you've never done before. And remember, practice does not make perfect, but it most definitely will make improvement. This also applies to all facets of business, which brings me to my next point of bakers not investing enough time or money into perfecting their craft. So whether you're investing hours of your time or your hard-earned money, you will get results. It's just a matter of how fast you'll get the results. And one way is guaranteed you to get results a lot quicker than the other. You can spend hours going through YouTube videos and searching on Google to piece together information yourself, or you can invest in yourself and in your business through a paid learning experience to get you the results you want faster. This way you can make your investment back faster and continue to make money in your business. So give me a yes in the chat if you're willing to invest in your business to make it successful. So give me a yes in the chat if you are willing to invest in it. Amazing. There's a lot of yeses coming through. I love that. Yes, of course. Yes, yes, yes. Okay, this is great. And I'm loving all this energy. And this is exactly what's going to help you get ahead in the game. Keep this passion alive, my friends. And I have a feeling you're going to be crushing your goals this year. So at this point, I have a really quick question for you. Would you like me to help you create beautiful cakes and make your cake business successful as quickly as possible? So the way I see it, you have two options. Option number one is you could try to make perfect cakes by watching hours of YouTube videos, searching Google, hoping to get more orders, but you also run into the risk of not attracting the right type of client that'll actually make you money. And this can get super messy and extremely time consuming with no real guarantee of when you will see your results. Or there's option number two. You can commit 100% to investing in your business, perfecting your cakes, making it as successful as possible by following a proven roadmap. So you can follow in the footsteps of someone that's gone before you and they've made the mistakes for you so that you can learn from their experience and the mistakes that they've made. So which option would you choose? Would you choose option number one, where it's super messy, you're spending hours of your time, and you don't know if at the end you'll actually get the results you want? Or option number two, where you're following a proven roadmap that gets you exactly from point A, where you're starting a business, to point B, where you have now started your business and you're running this thriving, successful, profitable cake business from home. A lot of number twos, and I love this. There's so many number twos coming across. I love it. I love it. So if you're ready to create these beautiful cakes and have a successful cake business, I would love to invite you to join me inside of Smooth and Sharp Cake Design. So Smooth and Sharp Cake Design is one of the most comprehensive courses that will walk you through baking the perfect layered cake, decorating it beautifully using buttercream and fondant, and being able to turn your baking passion into a successful cake business. Anjan is one of my past students, and she experienced an amazing transformation as a result of taking this course. And here's what she had to say. Saj was very approachable, and her detailed instructions were provided in writing and verbally. Even once I finished the course, I felt every time that I asked a question, she was very forthcoming and did not hide any techniques or information. I would highly recommend this course to anybody wanting to pursue a career in baking. This course offers valuable techniques suited for those wishing to refine their skills or step it up a notch with a business at home. And you can see her amazing transformation that she went through as a result of the skills and techniques that she learned inside this course. So let me walk you through the 5 modules that are inside of Smooth and Sharp Cake Design. So module, I am so sorry. Let me walk you through what you're actually going to learn inside of this course. So what you'll be able to accomplish is baking moist and fluffy and delicious cakes, making smooth and creamy buttercream, filling and masking cakes like a pro, applying fondant flawlessly, creating Insta-worthy cake designs, pricing cakes with confidence, and marketing your business. And you'll be able to accomplish all of this even if you've never baked a cake before. You'll still be able to make beautiful cakes and generate income while doing it. Now, let me walk you through the 5 modules that are inside of Smooth and Sharp. So we have module number 1. This is all about perfecting your recipes. So you'll learn a variety of cake recipes, including vegan and eggless recipes. You'll also learn to make smooth and delicious buttercream every time that isn't overly graining. There's a lot of troubleshooting guides that are included as well, which will really help you perfect your baking. Module number 2 is about the fundamentals of smooth and sharp cakes. This does actually tend to be my most popular module and the one that everybody's excited about. And this is where you get to learn how to get those smooth sides and sharp edges with buttercream and fondant. And even if you've never used fondant before, it's actually a lot easier than you may think. Module number 3 is all about buttercream cake design techniques. So you'll learn a variety of designs that'll make your favorite Insta-worthy cake designs. Module 4 is a little bit more advanced decorating techniques where I go through different fondant design techniques, making a ganache strip, and how to create these beautiful sugar flower and fresh floral arrangements on your cake. And module number 5 is business basics. So everything that you need to know to ensure your cake business is successful, from pricing your cakes to marketing and branding your business. And I'm actually adding 2 new lessons inside of this module. One is going to be all about using Reels to get more clients through Instagram. And then the second one is going to be how to photograph your cakes using just your phone. So it's going to be a very basic lesson, very simple strategies that I'm sharing, but you'll get these beautiful pictures to show off the creations that you've made. So, but all of this would not be an incredible course if I didn't add in a few extra special bonuses. So let's talk about those. Bonus number 1, you get 5 weeks of live Q&A sessions weekly with me inside a private members only Facebook group. You'll be able to ask me questions at any time throughout the week by posting it inside this group, and the entire cake design community and I will be there through any struggles you're facing and to celebrate all your successes. During the weekly live, I will address some of the most common questions throughout the week and also take questions live to ensure you're on track and making progress. Bonus number 2, you'll have access to a full resources and PDF guides library that's filled with various resources to help you in your journey. So this includes things like different suppliers, different conversion charts, figuring out how much buttercream or fondant you need for a specific cake size, and so much more. I want to let you know I'm not any extra special. Like, I don't have access to any exclusive experts or resources or more hours in a day that you don't have access to. All I have is my proven roadmap that I follow every time I design my cakes to make sure that I keep attracting new clients. And inside of this Smooth and Sharp course, I'm giving this proven roadmap to you. So I already told you about bonus number 1, the 5 weeks of live Q&A sessions, and bonus number 2, the resources library. You also got bonus number 3, which is these exclusive student discounts to some of the best online cake supplying shops, including Christine's Molds, Lavender's Bake Shop, and Cakery Decor. And you'll also get a special discount on this amazing digital cake sketching tools that are offered by Avalon's Cakes. You also got bonus number 4. So these are customizable business templates, which help you in creating invoices, order forms, contracts, liability forms, terms and conditions, and frequently asked questions. You'll be needing all of these forms and templates at some point during your business. And I give these to you so you don't have to start from scratch and figure it out on your own. I've done the hard work for you. You just have to go in and insert your logo and your information, and you're ready to use these templates. Now, I do want to let you know that I am offering a risk-free 14-day guarantee. And the reason that I offer this is because I believe in this course, and I believe if you do the work, you will get the results I'm promising. But if you find that you do the work and you're still not satisfied with the results, just show me the results, just show me the work that you've done within the 14 days, and I will gladly give you a refund. So once again, you're getting the 5 weeks of live Q&A, the private Facebook group, the resources library, the student discounts, and you're also getting the special bonus, the business plan workbook. Because you're on this masterclass, you're going to get access to this business plan workbook. It's filled with strategies, tips, and fill in the blank worksheets to create your own business plan and set yourself up for success. So all of the steps that we discussed earlier are all included inside this workbook, and it includes all these fill in blanks and additional strategies to actually help you implement this business plan as well. So once again, here are the 5 bonuses that you are getting. So you're getting the live Q&A sessions, the resources library, the student discounts, the customizable templates, and the business plan workbook. And of course, you're getting the full 5-week course, the Smooth and Sharp course. You're getting the entire course as well. So if we add up the value of the entire course and all of these 5 incredible bonuses, the total value comes to $2,645. And now I know you're probably wondering, how much is this actually going to cost me? And I also know that you're likely on a very tight budget, but you're also very excited to invest in your business and you want to take it to the next level. So today you can actually get started for just $497, and the first 10 people that sign up will be able to use the promo code SKSAVE03 for a sweet discount. And be sure to be one of those first 10 people. Carrie will post the discount code along with the link inside the chat box, so you'll be able to access that. To make it even easier for you, I do have a 3-payment option of just $197 monthly. So you can get started today for just $197 with 2 additional installments, 30 days apart. So you can choose the option that works best for you, whether that's the one-time payment of $497, where you're also saving a little bit of money, or the 3 payments of $197. And no matter which option you choose, you will still receive the entire course along with the 5 incredible bonuses. So if you're ready to get started, head on over to skcakedesignacademy.com/smooth and sharp. And I just want to add that the promo code is only available with the full pay option. So be sure to select full pay at checkout to apply the discount. Again, the discount code is SKSAVE03. It is also posted in the chat box if you want to go grab that. So I introduced you to Doreen earlier on. She was one of my first few students. She's taken 2 courses with me, so the beginner's course and also my advanced wedding cake course. And here's what she had to say. You will definitely learn all the tricks and tips and more inside of this SK course, of every SK course you take. She is the most honest person you'll ever meet, and I'm glad that I took her courses because she will teach you everything that you need to know to succeed. And we can see the amazing transformation that she's gone through as a result of this. Remember, the extra special bonus that I mentioned, the business plan workbook for building a successful business, is only available if you enroll while I'm still here live. We will be moving into the Q&A session shortly. So if you enroll while I'm still here, you will get this extra special bonus. So before I go any further, I want to mention what you'll be able to overcome when you get to the finish line of Smooth and Sharp. So by the end of this course, you'll overcome the fear of baking dry and crumbly cakes that aren't flavorful. You'll overcome the fear of making grainy or overly sweet buttercream, the fear of cake bulges or not getting smooth sides and sharp edges with buttercream. You'll get over the fear of tearing cakes with fondant tearing and ripping when you're trying to cover your cakes with it. You'll overcome the fear of not being able to decorate cakes like the pros, of no one buying your cakes, and you'll overcome the fear of pricing your cakes. So if you're ready to overcome all of these fears, you can get started for just $497 or 3 payments of $197. So I want to quickly go over what you'll see when you click on the link. So when you click on the link, you'll land on a page that looks something like this. You want to scroll down and choose the best option that works for you. So whether it's the 3 payments of $197 or a one-time payment of $497, there is also a VIP option available, which includes a 3-hour private class with me via Zoom. So if you require additional support, or maybe you want that one-on-one time, then this option would be perfect for you. After that, you're going to get to this checkout page where you can fill in all your details. And remember to choose the full pay option to apply the discount code SKSAVE03. And then you'll get to the landing page, the confirmation page, and you'll officially be a part of the Smooth and Sharp Cake Design community. Next, you'll want to check your inbox for the welcome email with your login details. Once you click on the link to take you to the login page, it will look something like this. And once you are logged in, you will see this page with a welcome video waiting for you. So be sure to check out the welcome video along with the student orientation video, which can be accessed by scrolling down the page. Be sure to also join the course Facebook group, introduce yourself to the other members, and I'm very excited to hear about your baking journey and your goals. So again, if you are ready to get started today for as little as just $197, you can head on over to skcakedesignacademy.com/smooth and sharp. The link has been posted in the chat box, so you can easily just click that, and also be sure to grab the discount code as well. So I'm not 100% sure why you're here today, but I'm pretty sure I can take a guess as to why you showed up today. Even though you're likely incredibly busy, you showed up for a very specific reason. Maybe you feel tired. You're exhausted from watching hours upon hours of YouTube tutorials, searching Google, and these videos tend to always just skip out on the crucial details. Or maybe you feel stuck, that your cakes aren't turning out moist. You're not able to get the smooth sides and the sharp edges that you're really, really striving for. Or maybe you just want to implement strategies that will help you improve your cake design skills and make your business more successful. You might even have some doubts. Maybe you're thinking, I want to create beautiful cakes and have a successful business, but I don't know if I'll be able to decorate cakes because I've never done it before. And that's totally okay. Everyone starts off somewhere. We all had a time when we were baking for the first time, nervous about how the cake would turn out. What I want you to know is that this course will go over everything from baking flavorful, moist cakes to decorating them beautifully and selling them. By the end of this course, you will have the confidence and skills necessary to start your own cake business from home and to continue to attract more clients. So are you ready to see some super embarrassing pictures from when I first started out? So on the left here is the first ever 3-tier cake that I attempted to make. It was for my brother's birthday. I had no idea that cakes needed support or that they should be chilled before I was stacking them. But the cake actually tasted pretty good. So I'm sure that counts for something. And over on the right is the first fondant cake that I ever made. As you can see, there's no smooth sides or sharp edges to be seen anywhere. All I see is a lot of random bumps and bulges on this cake. But now my 3-tier cakes have improved drastically. They have internal support to ensure that they're standing tall and aren't collapsing. My buttercream and fondant cakes now also have smooth sides and sharp edges. And this is the exact transformation that you can also have. It may have taken me 10 years to get to where I am today, but that's because I didn't have a program like this. That's exactly why I created this course. I want you to be able to transform your cakes and be on your way of having a successful cake business, all from the comfort of your home. So coming back to Doreen again, she started off with making mainly naked cakes with flowers after taking this course. And as she practiced more, Doreen was able to then create beautiful cakes with these intricate designs. And now she has this thriving business and specializes in wedding cakes. You might even be thinking, I don't know if I have the budget to buy so many different tools. In this course, I will show you how to make beautiful cakes using the tools that you already have on hand. There will be some basic tools that you will need to get, which we will cover inside the first module. This will make your life a lot easier when it comes to achieving those smooth and sharp cakes. Also, remember, you can use those exclusive student discounts to purchase a lot of these tools for a fraction of the cost. So prior to taking the course, Fazia didn't have the right tools. She had problems with smoothing the sides. And after learning the techniques and getting the proper tools, she's able to get those smooth sides without any problems. Maybe you're thinking, I don't know if I want to sell my cakes. I only do it as a hobby. And that's totally okay. You'll still learn so much inside of this course. If you're looking to improve your recipes or you're wanting to solidify the foundations of cake decorating and you want to learn new versatile buttercream and fondant techniques, then this course will be perfect for you. Alicia started making cakes during university. And after a while, her family and friends actually started to request her cakes for their celebrations. So she enrolled in this course, which helped her kickstart the business and become confident about decorating and pricing her cakes. Maybe you're thinking, I don't know if clients will buy my cakes if I charge too much. And you're not alone in thinking this. When I started out, I was scared about this as well. And here's the thing. When you know the value of your product because you've done the work to figure it out, you'll be more confident in your pricing. When you can price with confidence, you can quote with confidence. Let me show you how I started off with pricing. This is actually the first cake that I ever sold to a client. How much do you think that I charged for this? Do you think I charged $20, $30, or $40? Jump into the chat. Let me know how much you think I've charged for this. A couple of $30, $20, $40. Okay, a lot more people are saying $30. So if you guessed $30, you are right. I sold this cake for just $30. And I'm pretty sure the ingredients and material costs alone were close to $30. So definitely I made absolutely nothing off of this cake, and that's totally okay. So let me give you a different example. This is the first wedding cake order I ever received. How much do you think I charged for this cake? Do you think I charged $400, $300, or $500? Okay, Prob says 400. Melissa says 500. Gomo says 300. Okay, a couple of 300s and 400s coming through. So if you guessed 500, then you're right. So this is actually a 5-tier cake that's all real cake with over 250 servings of cake. So if we do the math here real quick, that comes to like about $2 per serving. That barely covers all my ingredients, materials, and labor costs. So again, what I want you to know is that it's totally okay if you're charging a little less for your cakes. You're not alone in doing that, but you will learn to price with confidence as you learn about the various factors that you need to include in your pricing. And once you learn to price with confidence, you, my friend, will be able to quote with confidence. Every baker that you admire started off with, whoops, so sorry, I'm clearly getting ahead of myself here. So every baker that you admired has, let me just go back here. Every baker you admire has started off with being worried about charging clients prices that they wouldn't pay. So for Anjan, it was the same thing. She too was scared of clients not paying what she wanted to charge. And after implementing what she learned in this course, not only do clients pay exactly what she wants to charge, but they're also her repeat clients. So maybe you're thinking, I don't have the funds for this course right now. And I want to let you know that I don't want you to feel pressured into buying this course. Take your time to think over whether this is the right decision for you right now. And if it is the right decision and you're serious about investing in your business, then I would highly recommend the 3-payment option of $197. And if you're already selling products, you can easily pay for the month by selling an additional 4 to 5 dozen cupcakes or 3 to 4 cakes a month. Or if you're not selling any products right now, then perhaps not buying coffee for a month or not eating out a few times a month, or even canceling some subscriptions that you aren't really using will help you pay for these monthly payments. I want to add that by the end of this course, the skills and techniques that you learn will more than pay off your investment. You can easily make back every dollar you invest in this course within a few short weeks, and you'll continue to make money once you've learned the techniques and methods that I share inside this course. So if you're ready to get started, head on over to skcakedesignacademy.com/smooth and sharp. And remember, the first 10 people to sign up are able to use the code SKSAVE03 for a sweet discount at checkout. Be sure to choose the full pay option so the code applies. We are going to head into the live Q&A session now. And I just want to remind you that if you choose to enroll today while I'm still here live with you, you will also get that extra special bonus that I told you about, the business plan workbook on building a successful business. And whether or not you decide to join me inside of Smooth and Sharp, I want to thank you for being here today. And I truly hope the strategies that I shared inside of this masterclass were helpful and that you're able to take action on them so you can start that successful cake business from home and you can continue to grow it. So we can head on into the live Q&A session portion now. Just before I start answering questions, I would love to know, what was your biggest takeaway from this masterclass? What was the one strategy that really stuck out to you? What was the one thing that really popped out to you? And the one thing that you're going to take away from this. So I'm really excited to see your answers. Jump into the chat. Let me know what that one thing is. So I'm going to open up the chat box here inside on my phone here, and let me know what you took away from this masterclass. And we're also right into the Q&A session. So if you have any questions about any of the strategies that I shared with you here today, or you have any other questions about pricing or marketing or starting a business or cake decorating or about the course, pop them into the chat box and I'm going to be answering all of your questions. Okay. Okay, I'm seeing a couple of comments that the promo code isn't working. I do have a backup code as well in case this didn't work. Try using the promo code Masterclass. Let me know if that works. That should work as well. So with the promo code, make sure you are selecting the full pay option. So the Smooth and Sharp course full pay option, that is the only option that the discount code will work for. It will not work for the monthly installments. So if you're paying the one-time payment of $497, you'll get a discount on that. Try using the code Masterclass, and that will give you a really nice discount. Okay. Okay, so let's head on over to the Q&A session here. I'm just going to pull that up over here. Okay. Okay, so a couple of questions coming in. How long do we have access to the course? So you have lifetime access to the course. The course is 5 weeks long. So during the 5 weeks, we go through every module. And at the end of it, you have the entire course for a lifetime. So you can come back and watch the videos at any time again. You can go through any of the resources. And also, if I do any future updates, which I definitely will be doing, you will get access to those. So any new lessons I add, any new modules, or if I like revamp the entire course, you will get access to all of those future updates as well for free. How long is the course? The course is 5 weeks long. There's 5 modules. You're getting a module every single week to keep you on track, to make sure that you're implementing the modules. There are also assignments that go along with every single module to make sure that you've learned everything that I want you to learn inside of that module before we move on to the next one. I've never made cakes before. Can I still buy the course? Of course. I've had students in the past that have never baked cakes before. Trisha, you can see her picture here on the screen. She hadn't baked before. I had another student, Ria. She had never baked a cake before taking this course. And they learned exactly how to bake a cake, how to make these really nice, moist, fluffy, delicious cakes. There's a lot of different flavors as well for you to play around with. And by the end of the first week, you'll be able to make really nice, tender, moist, delicious cakes. So even if you've never made them before, don't worry. I'm going to walk you through right from the beginning on how to do this. Will I get one-on-one support? Inside the course, there is no specific one-on-one support. However, there is a VIP option that I'm offering this time specifically for that. So if you are somebody that wants that one-on-one support, you want to have a private class with me, there is the VIP option that I've listed on the sales page. When you go to the link, you'll see the details about that as well. And it includes a 3-hour private class with me. And it's one-on-one. I get to answer all of the questions that you have, any techniques that you want to specifically go over. It's specifically tailored to whatever designs, techniques, or struggles that you're having. So it's very specific, and that would be the perfect option for you. Will I learn eggless recipes as well? Yes, of course. So inside the first module, you're learning, I think there's like 3 eggless recipes and 2 vegan recipes, along with the other 4 or 5 egg-based recipes. So you're learning all of the different things. So whether you're baking with eggs, or you're baking eggless or vegan cakes, you're learning all of these different recipes. And it also gives you an opportunity to offer different types of cakes, to offer these allergen-free cakes to your clients as well. Just opens up the doors for for the different types of clients that can then order from you. In terms of buttercream, same thing. There are 2 different buttercream recipes that are eggless, and the same thing with fillings as well. There's a bunch of them that are eggless. A lot of them can be made vegan as well. And this is all covered inside of the first module that you will get. When does the course start? So the course starts on February 14th. So today, when you enroll, you'll get an email with all the information. Module 1 goes live on February 14th. And that's the day you get access to Module 1, all of the videos, all of the lessons, all of the supporting guides and the resources. And then you can work through them throughout the week. And then every single week, you'll get access to the next module. And this way, you're not feeling overwhelmed during that first week. You're not trying to pick and choose what you want to do. I'm going to walk you through it step by step. I'm going to be there throughout the week, helping you, making sure that all your questions are answered, any support that you need, any struggles that you're facing, that all of that is being answered and taken care of throughout the week. Okay. Do you accept installment payments? Yes, of course. So as you can see, there is the 3 monthly payments of $197. So you can pay $197 today and you can get started. And then a month from now, you would be paying the second installment of $197. And then the month after, you would be paying the third installment of $197. So it breaks it up into monthly chunks for you instead of having to pay the $497 upfront. Just a quick question. So for everyone that was saying that the promo code is invalid or if it wasn't working, the alternative promo code that you can use is Masterclass. Let me know if that is working. It should be working. That is specifically why I set up a backup code just in case there was some tech issues, but let me know if it's working. Will the recipes be eggless? Yes, of course, Komal. So like I mentioned earlier, module 1 has a few different eggless cake recipes, eggless buttercream recipes, and eggless filling recipes. So you'll definitely be have a lot to choose from there. Nina, is there any gluten-free recipes? Unfortunately, not Nina, but this is actually something that I'm looking to add in the future. So me personally, I haven't experimented a lot with gluten-free baking, but that is definitely one of my goals for this year. So once I, kind of figure out the gluten-free recipes, those are recipes that I can then share inside of this course. So that is like, for example, one of the updates that you can get. So even if you enroll today and like say down, maybe 6 months from now, I have this recipe that's ready, like a gluten-free recipe, I will just go ahead and add it to the course. And everybody that's already in the course, you will go ahead and get that update for free. You're not going to be paying extra for it, whether I'm adding one recipe, whether I'm adding like a whole new module with a lot of new lessons, you're getting any updates that I make to the course for free. Ariba, can you please repeat how much is for the VIP session? So Ariba, the VIP session, there's two options for it. There is the one-time payment of $997, or you can do the 3 monthly payments of $397. There's more details listed on the page as well. The main thing that it includes is the 3-hour private class with me via Zoom, where I answer any specific questions that you have. If there's a specific design technique, so for example, there's like 10 design techniques that I cover inside this course, but see if there's some other design that you want to learn that I haven't covered in this course, that's a great opportunity for you to do so inside this VIP option. During that one-on-one session, you can ask me any questions. You can ask me to show you different techniques, different designs, and I will do that. So whatever you want to learn, that's what I will do inside that one-on-one support. So there is the one-time payment of $997 or the 3 payments of $397 for that. And of course, with that VIP option, you're still getting the entire Smooth and Sharp course. You're getting all the modules. You're still getting all the bonuses and all the resources. You're getting all of that in addition to that 3-hour private class with me. Brub, is that buttercream that you normally use, salted or unsalted butter? So for buttercream, I do use unsalted butter. Some of my students have used salted butter. If you want to cut down on the sweetness a little bit, that's actually a great way to cut down on that. It just kind of balances it out a little bit. But me personally, I do just like to use unsalted butter. Okay. Okay, perfect. Let's see here. Okay, so if you have any other questions for me, go ahead and pop them into the chat box. I'm just looking here to make sure that I didn't miss out on any of the questions. And also anybody that's having issues with the promo code, try the promo code Masterclass. So just type in Masterclass and let me know if that is working. That should work. Okay. Okay, okay, so another question here. What if I want to buy the course later on? That's definitely okay as well. This is not the last time I'm offering this course. I will offer this course in the future as well. So if you're not ready today, that's perfectly fine. You can definitely purchase in the future. The only thing that I want to mention about that is that the price that you're seeing here today is the lowest price that you'll ever receive. The price of this course will not drop any lower than this. So $497 is the lowest price. In the future, if I add more videos to this course, or I make the course better and I may, add more resources, the course price may actually go up. So if you're buying in the future, you might actually be paying a little bit more than what you would be paying today. But the benefit of purchasing today is that any future updates you will receive for free. So you will not be paying for any future updates. However, if you choose not to enroll today and you want to enroll in the future, if the price has gone up, you will need to pay that higher price. And unfortunately, this price will then be gone. So that I just want to make that very clear upfront, not to pressure you or anything, but just to let you know that there is a chance that the price may increase in the future. And if so, that is the price that you would be paying instead of the $497 today. Okay. Nina, that is very sweet. Okay, I just want to read this out. So Nina says, you're amazing and you have reinstalled my passion to start baking again and take it to a higher level. I am so grateful that you shared that with me. And I am so happy that, you know, you found this inspiring, you found this motivating to get you to start baking again. And that's kind of my purpose of this entire masterclass. So whether or not you choose to enroll in Smooth and Sharp, the purpose of this masterclass was to share strategies with you that are simple strategies that you can implement right away and you can actually get results from them. It was and I wanted to, you know, inspire you, to motivate you to get started with your baking passion, get started with a business, whether or not you choose to enroll in the course. All the strategies that I've shared with you here today, you can at least get started. And once you've started, maybe down the road, this course might be a good fit for you, where you can then enroll and learn all of the additional techniques and strategies that I share with you inside the course. But everything else that you've learned in this masterclass is more than enough for you to get started. And if you've already started, it will also help you to grow your business, to get more clients in the door. And yeah, so I hope this, you know, masterclass was super helpful for the rest of you as well. Indy, I know you're providing a new discount code. If I already checked out with Indy, yeah, just send me an email and let me see what I can do on the back end. Just send me an email. I might need to figure that out, how I can apply that, how I can apply the discount code if it's already gone through. I might just need to give you a credit, but yeah, just send me an email and we can discuss that. Carrie, if you can just post my email again inside the chat box there. And Indy, just have a look at that and just send me an email and I'll get back to you like after this masterclass. Okay, Carla, how do you determine your utility cost and incorporate it into your cake pricing? So utility costs are a little bit tricky. I mean, you can okay, so there's a way that you can, if you really want to get it down to like the pennies, you can definitely do that. And the easiest way to do that is actually just pull out all your utility bills from, say, the year, or not even the year, just for the month, and total that up, divide that by, you know, how many days are in the month to get like a daily cost of how much your utility costs on day to day. You can then break it down into how much it costs per hour. And then you can apply that hourly rate to how many hours it took you to make your cake. So let me try to explain that a little bit better. So for example, let's say, you know, for the month, it cost you, I'm going to just go with an even number. So your utility costs for the month are $30. There's 30 days in a month. For the month, it was $30. That means it's $1 per day. And then you divide that $1 further by 24 because there's 24 hours in a day. Let me do the math here real quick. So if we're dividing 1 by 24, that comes down to like 4 cents per hour. So your utility cost is 4 cents per hour. If I've spent 5 hours baking and decorating my cake, I can then add 20 cents towards my cake. Does that make sense? So you're just taking, you know, you're just kind of breaking it down, and it's going to be like, I mean, utility cost is like a very low cost that you're adding to your cakes. It's not like a huge thing that you're adding, but it does need to be incorporated just so that you are able to factor in like things like your electricity, your hydro, all of that, like you're factoring in your bills. And it usually amounts to about like $4 to $5 at most that you're adding to every single order to account for your utilities. Inside the course, in module 5, in the pricing lesson, there is like a full spreadsheet that I give you that does all this math for you. So you're just entering in your numbers and it does pretty much all the hard work for you. So all the math it'll do for you. And at the end, it'll just give you a number that you can incorporate into your pricing calculation. So I hope that made sense. Brab, until when we can enroll that the course is the same price. Brab, I'm unable to say when the course price will change because it all depends on when I do any updates. I'm already adding 2 new lessons to the course this time. So anybody, like all my previous students are getting those 2 new lessons for free. I had no plans of adding those lessons until literally like a couple of weeks ago. So sometimes it's last minute, sometimes it's just kind of like, you know, as I'm going through the course and a lot of students are asking a question over and over again that I might have missed inside the course. That might be a new lesson that I then add to the course just to make sure that all of your questions are getting answered inside the course. So I can't give you a set date as to when the price will go up. I can only tell you that whatever the price is today, the $497 is the lowest price that it'll ever be. Enrollment is open until February 10th. So for the next 8 days, enrollment is open. You'll still get this price. But once enrollment closes, then I don't know when the price will go up. So I'm unable to tell you about that. I need more information on business supplies, where to get supplies that are cheaper price. Indeed, I actually cover that inside of module, not just module 1, but it's in the resources library. There's a suppliers list that I've given you. So if you're in the GTA, so in the Greater Toronto area, there's a list for everybody in the Toronto area, where to get your supplies, where do you get your supplies within Canada, the US, and the UK. So there's 3 different supplier lists. So I go over all of the different suppliers that I buy all my stuff from and what you can buy from each one. So it's completely broken down for you inside of the course, inside that resources section. Okay, a lot of great questions. Cithara, thank you so much. I'm really happy that you enjoyed the masterclass. And Carla, you as well. Thank you so much. And thank you to everyone that attended today's masterclass. Thank you for showing up live. Thank you for participating and thank you for engaging. I really love that. It makes it a lot more easier to do these presentations and it tells me that, you know, what I'm teaching you is actually beneficial to you. And that's what I want to do. I always want to be teaching things that are beneficial to you, that, you know, you can actually take away, you can actually implement, and that are helpful in growing and starting your cake business. Okay. Any other final questions that we have? So go ahead, post them into the Q&A. Post them into the chat box. Any other questions that you have for me, and I will be answering those. Okay, I actually want to give a quick shout out to everybody that's joined me already. So welcome to Smooth and Sharp, Sabrina, Kamaljeet, Jeevanjot, Jasmine, Vivian, Hema, Mandeep, Garenpreet, Sarah, Inderjeet, and Navi. Welcome to Smooth and Sharp. I am very excited that you took this step to join me inside of this course. And I can't wait to see the transformation that you guys go through inside of this course. I am really excited to be on this baking journey with you, to share my experience, to share my knowledge, to share, all of my experiences with you. And I hope that you learn from it. And I'm really excited to see your transformation. So thank you for joining me inside of Smooth and Sharp. Okay, any other final questions? I want to make sure I get all of your questions. So any other final last minute questions that you guys have? And if there's anyone here that's thinking about joining the course, but there's a question that you want to ask me about it, whether it's right for you or not, either you can pop it into the chat or send me an email or DM me on Instagram. Just reach out to me, let me know what your situation is, and I will be very honest with you. I've had a few people yesterday actually reach out to me and they wanted to take the course, but they weren't sure if it would be right for them. And I let you know honestly, like, I don't want you to take this course if it's not going to be the right thing for you, or if you're too advanced for it. I don't want you to be taking this course because this course is a little bit more beginner friendly. We're walking through the basics, but anybody also like more on like maybe an intermediate level that wants to refine their skills, it's perfect for them. But if you're somebody that already has like a lot of experience, then maybe this course won't be right for you. And in the future, when I do like a wedding cake course or an advanced course, that might be a better fit for you. Or whatever other reason that you might have, just shoot me a message, send me a message on Instagram, or email me, whatever your specific situation is. And if you're on the fence about joining, you don't know if you should join or not, whether this is right for you or not, and I will give you my honest opinion. Brab, do you also provide a certificate after completing the course? Yes, I do. There is a certificate at the end of this course. Once you've completed it, it's a completion certificate signed by me, and you will receive that. Okay. Do you have a YouTube channel? I do not. I am actually somebody, I mean, despite me being on camera right now, and this is going to sound silly, I'm actually somebody that's camera shy. I'm not, so that's kind of been the main reason that's kind of held me back from starting a YouTube channel. And I've also been like busy with so many other things, with this course, with my own business. I'm actually opening up a bakery in a few months. So it's been a lot going on. But yeah, a YouTube channel is something that I've wanted to do for a few years now. But I don't think right now. I think I need to kind of build up to that a little bit more. And maybe in the future, I will definitely explore that. Okay. It looks like those are all the questions. I don't see any more questions. So thank you again for joining me here today during the masterclass. And I hope it was helpful for you. So, send me a DM, let me know how it was for you. And thank you again for being here. And I wish you the most success in business, in life. And I hope I was able to impart some kind of knowledge or strategies to you, which can help you further your baking passion, further your cake decorating goals or your business goals. And I hope at least something out of this masterclass was helpful for you. So thank you again for joining me here live. And I hope you all have a great rest of the day. Bye, guys.